Welcome back for another episode of the RADELAIDE Summit Podcast. This week's episode, we cover special guest Deck the Balls, favourable winds make for some super fast Norton times this week, and more. Come along for the ride.
Ruby opens up. Omen is back. It's time to do the business.
If you're new to the podcast and haven't listened before, each week we scour the Strava leaderboards watching you do your efforts up Norton Summit and discuss them here on the podcast whether you like it or not. There's a chance we might shame you, but we promise not to name you personally, and the odds are high that we'll probably shame ourselves because we are just not as fast as you. Look, at the end of the day, our goal is to encourage and celebrate everyone going up Adelaide's best hill climb, Norton Summit, and reaching their own goals. So, with that, let's introduce ourselves. We are your Summiteers. Alex.
Hello.
Kashi.
G'day.
Wang.
G'day.
Special guest Deck the Balls.
G'day.
And I'm Frankie. A big welcome, guys, to another episode this week.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, people, girls, creatures. Welcome, listeners. Let's get straight into it. See what's been happening around the summit this week.
I think, Alex, let's go.
I actually haven't hit the summit for quite some time. I was just thinking about that.
Why not?
It's been a while.
Why?
Well, I held the podcast up in the beginning for 6 months
You
while
did?
you did nothing. But no, pretty standard week. Monday morning echelon, right in, right out. Heavy intervals, which really sucked after Sunday's racing.
What kind of intervals?
Just like 95% for 5 or 6 minutes, and then a very little gap, and then 95% 5 or 6 minutes.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, Kimbo specials. Raced vets Wednesday night. Got in a not so sneaky move with Cash with about 15 minutes to go, and then had to go through the periodic table to work out what metal was in my mouth after the race.
Helium.
Yeah, it was disgusting. Thursday gym, Friday nothing, Saturday out at Clarendon. Today I'm feeling green.
Why are you feeling a little green today?
Food poisoning.
Wait, really?
Must have been.
What about you, Wang?
Standard week for myself. Been a little bit under the weather this week, so I've taken it easy. I've only done 20
What,
hours
so-
this
oh,
week.
wow.
Contradicting. Standard or easy?
Yeah. So now just a bit of a head cold this week. So usual for me. Race Wednesday night with you blokes. So I missed out on your little sneaky move.
You missed
That
out.
was
You-
happy
you
with me.
couldn't come with. It's all good.
Oh yeah.
It's all good.
Sure.
You just got to admit defeat.
Sure. I'm still recovering from my power record the weekend before. if anyone didn't know about
How long have you been
that,
riding that train for?
not sure if everyone knew that I set a new power record. Yeah, not much else apart from that. So chop yesterday, but I made a guest appearance in Group 2.
Ooh.
Probably be the last time
Signed
I'd
some
say.
boobs.
Hey,
Signed some boobs in
Yes,
Group
I
2.
did.
Sorry, what is Group 2?
It's a
The second
fast
group.
bunch and a really fast bunch.
Oh, okay. So Group 2 was there?
Slower
fast bunch.
Oh.
What would have
That's
thought?
so
Fast
unlike
bunch.
you.
Not the faster one.
Those
not
are
the
the faster
fastest.
ones.
Swear, B grade.
Oh, okay.
C grade
Easy,
riders.
easy.
And,
Easy.
and former Warnie winners go.
Cute.
Yeah, not much else for me. Frankie?
Me,
What about
well,
you?
I've been Olympic Dam and I have been working a lot. Came back and I've been trying to do a bit more exercise, which has been good. I've been eating well except for the 4 Krispy Kreme donuts I just had.
You said you weren't going to eat.
No, oopsie. But
I'll just get 6.
16.
I ended up going for a ride today and I PR'd Waterfall Gully Road.
Was it the first time up there?
No.
Oh, okay.
She's in
No.
like the top 4, 5.
Yeah,
I
and
think,
I'm also in the top
Well done.
5 for the descent.
Well done.
Yeah. So I was like, what's going on?
Pretty rapid descent.
Because I'm built like a sail. Remember that? Yeah. But that's it. Like just getting on the back on the bike and trying to find my love for it again because I have not been loving life or cycling. But I think I am. Maybe. I don't know.
Balance, young Padawan.
Exactly.
Balance.
Exactly. So then I've my contract for where I'm working finishes up at the end of March, which will mean I will be returning to Adelaide on a more permanent basis. Yay!
So more permanent riding.
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough about me. Kashi, what about you?
What did I do? Dad duties, worked. Work wasn't as brutal this week, which is good. What did we do? Oh, Wednesday we raced. It was quite good. That was that little sneaky attack. AKA Alex, let's go.
Let's go. Okay, how hard? And Kashi's gone.
And then Spano, I'm like, stay here.
Stay there.
That was good. And then at the
So
end,
you guys are like an unofficial team.
No,
No,
we're
no,
actually
no.
against each other.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Oh, Rocket, of course.
yeah, but we
There's
had
like
Nick.
50 riders, 47 of them are Rocket, the other 3 is
This is true.
Everybody looked on Wednesday night, I was like, oh, Hubbard.
Oh, Hubbard, yeah, same thing. Kashi, Hubbard, yeah, same thing. No, it's good. It was good racing. It was
Yeah,
fun.
it was good fun.
I did think that that you were doing some tactical sprint moves off
Oh,
the
no, I
back
was
with the
just
lap to
dying.
go. I was like, oh, cheeky little devil. And I know he did. He did.
left calf cramp, and I was like just trying to get over and down the back straight.
But apart from that, got to the 8 to 10 again, so it's good. Yeah, I know, right? I'll do tonight after G goes to bed, and then
Me too.
couple of gyms and a birthday
Did you
party.
have gins?
I didn't. Oh, I had one.
You
I
did.
have one gin. I was forced upon by
Wait,
a
gyms or
Greek
gin?
goddess.
And another, if you're listening.
Le shot master. But yeah, that's about it. What about deck the holes?
Get the spit
What have you
behind
been
it.
up to this week?
Well, I spent the first half of the week just recovering from last weekend.
What happened last weekend?
I drove down to a little favourite place of mine where I had a little race, and then picked up some athletes, drove back, and then raced on Sunday. And during that time, I might have went a little hard.
I'd have overdone it a little bit.
I was going to say deep, but hard.
You're going to incriminate yourself. You're incriminating yourself no matter what you say
Go
there.
with deep.
And so that sort of had me in trouble for half a week, and then I tried to race with these guys Wednesday night and was just in the
box.
suffering, suffering. And then I turned 50 on Friday. So
Oh my
I
God.
raised a bat,
Yeah.
but I left my helmet on.
Yeah. Well,
And
for
then
those
race today.
Race today.
Let's tell us a bit more about
Yeah,
that.
race today. Yeah.
Had a sneaky win.
Sneaky win. Well, see, a bit like your sneaky breakaway, I guess. Wasn't it? but see, I've been listening, and most people have had success after they come on the podcast.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd try and have some success before I come on the podcast.
Buck the trend.
Yeah, buck the trend. But
Good.
I think one of the guys, I reckon he wore out his brake pads in the last 100 metres today.
Fapping map. Yeah, good bloke.
I call him the Garden of Eden.
That's another one.
That's actually a really good one. I like it.
If he gets a BB, maybe he can change it to that.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Well,
Because I know he hates his name. Sorry.
he'd be due. He's pretty good. He should
no good
He
uphill
should
though.
have a crack.
He's only good on the flat track bully, I call him.
The flat track bully.
Yeah, very much so.
I'm sure you could help him out.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for those who don't know, so our guest,
Including
Deck the
yourself.
Balls. Yeah. To be fair, all right. I rocked up today, and then everyone was like, "Oh, okay, we have Deck the Balls on the podcast." I was like, "Oh, who is it?" And so I've done some hectic googling about him right next to him. Apparently, he's
Didn't
an
you
actor.
name me?
I did. But for those who don't know, Jack the Balls is the
Not
coach.
on Pornhub.
What?
What?
He's a coach for the Australian cycling team. And that's also Google says, according to IMDb, you are also an actor that's known for Boss, Slice, and Joshua. So, yeah,
seen that
that's
one.
great. Hang on, here we
Yeah, I
go.
must have
And
missed
now
that.
we'll be leaving the Australian side.
Ooh,
Anyway,
no,
we should
no.
really.
Easy on that bit.
Well, anyway, without further ado,
Back up. Edit that out, please.
What about rejoining the Australian?
do tell us about your life story. Tell the listeners
Whoa.
who you are,
our
what
life.
you do, and
This is
why
your
you
life.
why did you agree to come on this?
Well,
He did take some convincing.
yeah,
did
I
ask
did
him
take another donut. Anyone? Jeez,
Sorry.
that was heavy, wasn't it? Well, the Moth Diver's been on here, so I thought I better
Better give it a crack.
better give it a crack, But a little bit of convincing. Obviously, I listened to it.
Cute.
Well, yeah, I've learnt to ride and listen to podcasts now, so
It's better than
that's
trying to
interesting.
sleep and listen to it.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that.
Yeah. Cute.
And of course, I do a bit of riding with the Wang.
Yep.
Well, I mean, he rides in front of me, and I chase a lot of the time.
Chase the wing.
But that is not what I'm thinking at all. I'm thinking about getting fitter, not chasing the Wang. Yeah. And I mean, I did a little interview while I supported them at the.
Yes, we did
At
put
the
you
grand
on.
fondling.
Grand Fondling Championships.
Yes, yelling at them. That was very nice.
Yeah. So that
Champagne.
was my intro to the podcast. I was just trying to get on, and then someone told me to eat something that was very disgusting.
Oh dear.
It
He was
wasn't-
obviously suffering.
It wasn't a donut either.
I don't want to ask.
Anyway, I coach, I
Yep.
ride,
Yep.
I be a dad, and just do what men do.
Fishing.
Well, not real fishing, no. I don't like that sort of fishing. No.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we should crack on to some questions, I reckon. I would like to start off with my big question, if that's okay.
Right at the beginning.
Oh, this is heavy.
I know. Yeah. I had to
mean,
get some approvals of this.
I listened to last week with Carly, and I hope we don't go down that track too far. I mean, yeah.
What do you mean you don't like Cold Rock?
Oh, I think, yeah.
I think it's more what's in it. I think it's
got
more what's in the
stuck.
cold rock that he doesn't like.
All right. Well, so you said you are you're a coach, track coach, I'm assuming?
Track, road.
All of the things?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my question goes like this. So I know a few people that have personally been a part of the track program and have been affected by it quite a bit, whether that's from the high performance requirements or expectations that are on them. And I'm aware that it's resulted in them struggling with their love for cycling after their time on the track field. So how do you feel about this, and how do you manage the stress and expectations of your athletes as a coach?
Whew.
Rust. Right off.
We did almost say fist before, but you said fitter, and that's a pretty
Yeah.
good
Yeah, look, geez, that was
I'm
pretty.
getting right in!
That's just hit him
that was pretty
right
heavy.
in between the eyes with that one.
Hey, whack. Well, look. How do I get this started? You'll laugh. That gets it going. So people enjoying themselves is important, but the track cycling is very intense.
Yes.
It's a very intense arena, and so some people do fall out of love with cycling because when you're track cycling, you're watched by everybody. You can't escape. But that's also what makes it beautiful, because you have to perform. And that's where a lot of people start. They want to perform, and they want the pressure, and they want the expectation, and that can wear down over time. So obviously that happens to a lot of athletes, and that's why road is different. I'm not going to say easier, but it's different to track cycling. And Strava is different to road cycling.
Wait, Strava,
Sure
as
is.
in like...
because the, like I said, in the track you're watched, everything's measured,
Yeah.
and it's hard. You can't escape.
Can't
it,
hide.
In the road you can talk about doing
Conditions and...
the biggest turn, or that nobody sees, or you can bullshit your way out of a wet paper bag on your performance on the road sometimes.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So the pressure can be less on the road, and obviously it's not at World Tour when you're getting filmed the whole time, but it's different. And on the road you also have multiple events that you can race multiple times in the week, and in track cycling, it's not like that.
What is it like? Because I really don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Well, track cycling, now there's a few carnivals in Australia, but track cycling is mostly dominated by, state championships, Australian championships, Oceania championships, then World Cups, World Championships and Olympic Games.
Right.
That's the
Caliber.
highlight and the caliber of what you're chasing in track cycling nowadays.
Okay. So how do you manage that for your athletes then?
Well, just try and be a good guy is the first thing.
Yeah.
Try and understand and listen, and try and create variety in variety in what they do. Because generally, most cyclists want to be at that level. They end up, they want to be professional. So you're also trying to guide them to perform on the track and trying to guide them to perform on the road as well, and eventually they'll become professional road riders. Not all, but out of the last Olympic team, out of 5 guys, 3 of them turned world tour.
Not bad.
But is that because of what you were talking about before about road cycling not being easier, but just being wet paper baggy-ish? Is that what you said? Is that the word?
No, that's not what I said. Not at all. Paper bag.
You know what I mean? Like track is everyone's got your eyes on you, but then road, not as many eyes all the time. Is that why, 3 out of 5 guys moved over to road cycling?
Well, and a fair bit of cash involved in it.
No real career path in track cycling.
Why is that?
It's just what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's road cycling is it's like professional football
Yeah.
versus I don't
Futsal.
know, give me something. No, not quite futsal, but something that's in the Olympic Games. The pinnacle of track cycling is the Olympic
Darts.
Games.
Darts.
And
Okay.
and trying to once every 4 years trying to win the Olympic gold medal. If you can do that, on that day every 4 years, that's pretty special.
Yeah. It's like one moment to
That's
have
right.
your
It's a
glory.
moment, yeah. So much pressure involved in that, but if it happens, it stays with you for life. Nobody can take that away.
Yeah.
So, well, can't take anything away, can you, really? till you're dead.
Fair enough. Well, thank you for answering that question.
Yeah, that was heavy.
You happy with that, Frankie?
Yeah, I'm good. I like it.
Okay.
All right, who's next?
What actually got you into cycling though?
Oh, well, I was a 4-year-old kid when I first rode my bike, and was in Victoria, and my family pushed me down a hill, a grass hill, and they tried to run beside me, but from that moment on, riding a bike was just such a thrill for me. And well, that's pretty much how I learnt, and from then on, it was just a really good thrill, and then we used to ride everywhere when I was younger, and then I got into BMX and then got into track cycling to improve my BMX. Then I quit BMX and stayed with track cycling and got into road cycling, and have been obsessed ever since I was 4, probably.
I can't even remember what I was doing when I was 4 years old.
You're like this, you were going down a hill on a bike going,
Oh no, it's a clear, distinct memory that I have. It's pretty cool.
Everyone that we've brought onto the podcast so far, they've gotten into cycling quite young. Actually, no, I take that back. Moff got in when he was like 20.
Moff was late, yeah.
Yeah, Moff was late.
Yeah,
I didn't.
but I love the challenge.
The challenge?
Yeah.
5 maybe?
Yeah.
When did you realise that it was going to be your thing? Like you were going to have a career in cycling, as in coaching, that you were going to invest so much of your life into this sport?
When I was 4 and 1 minute. Or
This is me.
yeah. No. Probably. It was pretty young. It would have been when I was in the BMX days and cycling. It was like this is what I love doing, and I was at school and I tried to play footy and cricket and all those other sports, and got in a bit of strife at times, and thought I got to get out of here. And I really wanted to do my individual thing, because growing up in the country,
Where did you grow up, sorry?
everybody was What was that?
Where did you grow up? What country? I mean, sorry,
Australia.
down.
AUST. No, in
The countryside.
in Victoria. So,
Coming from
this
someone who
going
works
well.
at Olympic Dam.
Olympic Dam. That's only got one thing going for it, and that's
Yeah,
Olympic.
that's Olympic.
Sorry.
No, country Victoria. So
Okay.
Portland was where I first rode a bike and did most of my growing up in Horsham and some little regional towns around there.
Nice.
Yep.
Now, this is probably a two-part question. So, greatest achievement, both as an athlete and as a coach.
Ooh. Well, I'm a pretty shit athlete, to be honest. Just honestly, I was probably I'm more talented in the brain than what I was physically.
You make up for it.
But anyway, on the bike, I have two that I had two goals that I wanted to win, which I've done, which was the Bendigo Madison and the Melbourne Warrnambool. So fortunate enough to win both of those. One when I was young and one when I was a fair bit older.
Who was the Maddo with?
That was with Chris White. He was an oldish guy at the time. And then coaching, like it's easy to say the Olympic medals that we've won. But it's a little bit, coaching for me is a bit deeper than that. It's more about seeing the development of the athletes come through and seeing them progress as athletes and as people. So I'm not going to name any names, but there's been some people that have been grown into some good success, and there's people that have had some really hard times, but have grown out of that as well. So easy to say the Olympic medals and World Championship medals and when we broke the world record, that was pretty special because
Waiting for that one.
that was in Australia, so we're on home soil. The competition was in Australia, the Com Games. We planned it. We got together and said this is possible, and we were the first team in the world to go under 350. So that was pretty special.
Question about that. Were the conditions actually good that day? Track
Well, I
wise?
don't know. I've hit my head since then.
Okay, cool.
So you've got a few scars up there, Frankie.
Oh my God, what did you do? It looks like a barcode.
Yeah. Well, I've been to China and they put a barcode in there. No. I've had a couple of brain operations from crashes. Yeah.
Oh, I was waiting for that.
Hang on. What? Brain operations. Why?
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you,
Oh well, one was going down the corkscrew. My front wheel collapsed at 75 km an hour, and I did just a head plant.
But did you walk to the hospital?
Well, actually,
No, this is a funny.
understand. Hang on.
Well, it is
this
a
is
funny
really,
story,
yeah.
but not
Okay.
So
funny.
it was the start of the holidays, and I remember Michelle saying, "Hey, it's the holidays. Be careful." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be careful," and like I normally think I am. And anyway, this crash came out of nowhere, going down the corkscrew, and I had a couple of close mates behind me, and I get up and I'm like, shit. Shit.
That really hurt.
That really hurt. I said, geez, we've got to get home and I've got to get cleaned up because if my family see me like this, they're not going to be happy, And
Oh my God.
I was concussed and had blood going everywhere and that sort of stuff. And then the couple of guys that were with me, they're like, Tim, look at your bike. And I'm like, too bad, we'll mono at home.
Mono?
Wheelie.
You wheelied it with a concussion.
No. Then I pretty much collapsed and they called an ambulance.
Oh my God, that was not funny at all.
And then
shit.
so then I went to a hospital. They missed the brain bleed, and about 6 weeks later I had a brain bleed, had to have surgery because I flew to Mexico with a
that would've
brain
done it.
bleed. Yeah, that probably had a
Ideal.
bit to do with it.
That's very dangerous.
Yeah. And then I did it again 5 years later in the bunch ride. I ran over a couple of people trying to jump them because they fell off, and I tried to go over the top of them and obviously hit my head again. Again, they missed the brain bleeding. But anyway. all
Can you
good now.
describe what that pain is like? Because I haven't had a brain injury. Well, debatable.
Possibly when you were born.
No, well, it's actually not that. I wouldn't say it was painful.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What kind of sensations were you experiencing?
Well, at the beginning, not many, but then I started to get headaches and feeling faint, and
Yeah, okay.
when you stand up and you feel like you're going to collapse and that sort of stuff. That's when I knew.
Something was wrong.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, something's wrong.
So they just had to drill you in the head,
well,
in the brain.
yeah,
Sorry.
Well, they sliced me, then drilled me. Yeah,
Ooh, nice.
yeah.
Very deep.
Very, very.
Alex is not looking pleased.
Well, you pretty much answered some
Alex
of the worst
just
days on the bike.
Yeah,
just need some
that's
sleep,
right.
Alex,
No,
by
I'm
the looks of
good.
it.
I'm good.
Worst days. I've had a few bad ones with the Wang over there.
Yeah.
Well, we've had some good ones as well, though.
We have had some good ones, but
More good ones than bad
there's
ones.
some days where I suffer chasing you.
Just going back to the warnie, just for the listeners and viewers, how many warnies did you ride?
21.
Oh my god.
Took me 14 times to win it.
Oh, you won it.
I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
21
even my
warnings.
worst
Just-
enemy.
Just think that. 21 warnies.
Did one.
Well, I've done one, so this will be my second. You'll do one.
Do you have to be pro to ride that?
No,
Maybe I could do it.
you could. There's a women's one.
Okay.
That was payback.
Well received.
100 and how many
Yeah.
kilometres
Oh
for
man.
the women?
What is it?
160, 170?
I haven't actually ridden that much ever, so
Maybe
would be
you
funny.
could ride back from Olympic Dam.
no.
So you're claiming one of those is the worst day on the bike?
Well, it was good up to that point, but yeah, pretty average. Definitely.
I've seen your stable, but your favourite bike?
Wow. Gee, well, of course I'm going to say my Cervelo S5.
No, you're not.
No?
No.
Well, look.
Which one?
I have quite a few bikes, but I can't tell you how many.
That's all right.
Yeah, but
Just in case Michelle's listening.
well, she knows. She knows.
She just doesn't know the
She's
value.
not happy about it. But of course, look, I absolutely love my S5, but I love my Caledonia as well.
Macadamia.
The Macadamia Caledonia for gravel riding and just general riding. That's pretty amazing. And well, my R5 that's nearly due to be hung on the wall as a wall piece because I won on that, so that'll go up there soon. And then I just donated I didn't donate. I lent my Warrnambool winning bike to the museum down in Warrnambool.
Is that the cashew? Or the
Cashew.
Brazil nut? The macadamia, Brazil cashew?
No. I won the Warrnambool on a Basso.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
that?
I've had a basso. Yeah, they're good.
I know you did. Yeah.
Sounds like a musical instrument.
No, it's
not bad.
not bad. Yeah.
So you like
wasn't
Cervelo?
You fancy that?
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Well, I like the man behind Cervelo, the Moth Diver.
What a good name.
I'm his right hand man.
That's cute.
Yeah.
He is a good man.
Have you ever contemplated a dream build, though?
Well, I have a dream build. My
got it.
my
Yeah,
S5
you're happy.
is a dream build. I mean,
Yeah.
I got it custom
It's a
painted.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what would be a big meme if we got your S5 or any S5? And you know on kids' bikes how you've got like the little like what are those things?
Streamers.
And not streamers. They're on the spokes. And when
Spokey
you go around,
dokies.
yeah, some of those and some streamers and a basket just for lols. That'll be so funny. And then you go win a crit. Imagine that. And actually, don't even wear kit. Just wear board shorts.
I was wondering where that was going because I was thinking, I was like, what is going on in that head? And then you're like, you don't have to wear anything. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know.
Now,
what,
we don't need to get to that place, please. I mean, I just
nervous
turned.
there.
I just turned 50. It's no.
This sags in one way.
Yeah, there's nothing good now.
No, this is probably an obvious answer, but favourite group set?
Well, no. I mean, you'll get multiple answers here because when I won the Warrnambool and pre disc break, I was Campag.
Oh, right.
All Campag. And the reason for that was because of the thumb shifter.
Yep.
Because, I mean, I do like pushing a big gear. So it allowed me just to use my thumb to whack it in the
Dump
biggest
it.
gear. And
I do
Go hard.
like the budget forklifts with the Campag and the SRMs.
Yeah.
they were good.
Yeah.
I rode one,
yeah,
I think one of Mitch's, and I was like, oh, this is nice.
yeah.
That was a good
Yeah,
one.
Wait,
no,
so where
so
do you put
that
your
was-
thumb?
Well, you know the lever
But you're when you're holding a.
Yeah, to the left of the hood.
to the left of the
Left.
hood,
To the
and
left
then
to
you
the
just
right, yeah.
The old
slam
Campag
it down.
was set
Oh,
up
on the
different.
top.
Yeah.
Like you're playing a Nintendo.
Well, yeah, a little
Kind
bit,
of.
a little bit. Yeah. yeah.
Okay. This is it. Yes. Oh.
That was nice. That was
Cash-
nice.
Cash, you didn't have his microphone next to him, but that was a very nice visual. Thank you.
Pretty sure your boss has got an old Campag
Does
one.
he?
But anyway, it's of course it's Shimano 12-speed now is just
Sublime.
yeah, it's awesome. Oh, I've had them all. I've had Tram as well, but Shimano 12-speed, super.
Delicious.
Do you remember to charge it? Because I don't.
We talking group sets?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
No, mine
Gotcha.
takes batteries.
Yeah, had
You
to.
just got you just got wrecked. Eh?
I did. I actually enjoyed it.
Fucking
Anyway, I charged my Di to 12-speed this morning. Yes,
Beautiful.
because I
Okay.
wanted fast changes.
Wait, does it get slower the less charge it has?
Yeah, on 12-speed it does.
Really?
Certainly. Yeah, I noticed it. Yeah,
Interesting.
Does it? I actually
Happens on 11 speed.
Yeah.
never knew that.
yeah.
That's how I know when my battery's going flat.
Oh, all right. There you go.
I don't ride
Yeah,
my
there's-
bike enough to know.
There's a hint for the listeners. Hey,
Okay. Interesting.
All right, we're taking bets on the next question.
Well, he's been preparing this answer all week.
Really thought about it.
So
oh
favourite
yeah. This is my favourite question.
favourite kit of all time.
Well, I mean, I should say Cervelo first, but then we'll move on
Yep.
because I've got three.
3.
He's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
thought about this.
Oh yeah. So 7-Eleven.
Okay.
Wait,
yeah.
isn't that a petrol station?
Yeah, it's a convenience store. Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be a pre-team.
You can buy fuel there. and-
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know Beyonce also made a song called 7-Eleven? Anyway, continue.
No. Nobody knew that.
I didn't either.
And then because I've actually got the picture on my phone, but my favourite rider was Greg LeMond, so the Z.
Has anyone
Outfit.
given that answer?
No.
That was a
No,
good
no, no.
kit.
Everybody
Mape.
just says Mape.
That with the Le Mans bike in the
Yeah.
team colour.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
US
And when he was world champ, it looked pretty cool. And his Oakleys, like he set the trend with the Oakleys and all that. And then, the year before, I mean, his kit the year before wasn't Flash, but it was fluoro. But he was sponsored by Coors Light.
Oh, yeah.
And the, I don't know whether you remember the American Coors Light jersey. It was pretty cool. Anyway.
Is that what that is? I was literally just Googling Map A kit.
Oh, they got you off my
We're not
page.
talking.
So, hang on, what is that?
That's Greg
While you're
LeMond.
doing that, I thought about this week too, and I was like, US Postal for me is still the king. Although I will say that
7-Eleven.
with Eddie Merckx,
Yeah.
Fixo.
7-Eleven, US Postal, I reckon, come a bit out of 7-Eleven.
100%. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, that
so-
first initial one with the Mercs. Oh.
Yeah.
Andy
I've
White.
got one of them as well. I forgot to tell you that.
Eddie Merck's bike.
Yeah, Eddie Merckx, 7-Eleven Eddie Merckx.
Oh.
Isn't he an actor? Sorry. Eddie Murphy.
Still reckon Telecom was my favourite.
The purple
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Which one? The early one?
Yeah. These are
What
my
is
questions,
it?
yeah.
Well, let me have a look.
Favourite pre-ride meal? So this could be pre-race or pre-ride. Are you a breakfast person before?
Oh, yeah.
Chop
yeah.
on a Saturday morning, for
Yeah,
example?
of course.
Really?
Of course. Unless I'm trying to lean up a bit, then I
Just for the
do a
ride.
faster, do a bit of a faster
You're amazed
ride.
by the amount of people.
On it.
He's no breakfast. You know breakfast.
Yeah, no,
Some
I'm,
low res sometimes.
But I eat on the bike. You don't eat on the bike.
I am breakfast. I love breakfast. That's my favourite meal, except for pizza. So, yeah.
How about
Well, that
pizza
probably answers the
breakfast?
next question.
What is it that
Pizza
you have
breakfast.
for breakfast, though? Before a ride.
Anything with milk, yogurt, and some sort of muisli cereal.
Bersham
I can-
muesli.
Nah, that's a bit too heavy. So,
What? You just said all of the ingredients.
No, well, yeah. I'm not going to say it.
Say it. Go on.
I like my cereal a bit wet. So I like
I think
the
the
milk.
term is moist.
He didn't want to go.
And I like to taste the yogurt as well.
Fuck. I'm not saying shit.
And then pre-race meal, night before,
Pizza.
pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Pineapple on pizza?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Righto. Good.
Yeah.
No, that was the answers I was wanting. That's okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather?
I mean, this is funny. Last weekend, you know, when Moff Diver was on here and he's like, "Oh, I have one." You know, he snorts a line of dark chocolate, basically a line. Well, last weekend I just had a whole block
Whole
of
block.
dark chocolate. I was like,
Yeah.
just inhaled it pretty much. So pizza and dark chocolate, yeah, that's a
Nice.
winner.
That's all right with me. And you've probably covered it there, but favourite cheap meal?
Wow, ice cream.
Can I guess your favourite flavour?
Well, you can try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you Italian?
No.
No? Okay. Well,
Well.
that rules out that.
Decker.
But what would it be?
Maybe.
I don't know why, but I want to say lemon sorbet, which is not technically ice cream.
No.
No?
I'm
No,
a man.
Excuse me. All right, fine.
I
You
like-
like strawberry.
It's just
on.
chocolate.
No, just chocolate?
But hazelnut. Yeah.
Oh, hazelnut. Yeah. I
Ice
like
magic.
We need to get off the ice cream topic after last weekend.
But just for the Wang's sake, favourite post-race fast food chain meal? If you could pick out of any of the fast foods, what would it be?
Well, one of my sons loves KFC and I despise it, but I know he loves it. Fast food chain. Ooh.
Oh,
It's not
the real
Macca's.
question.
It's probably actually the one thing I really love is I got to think of the name of it. What's the other fast food chain here? You know the
Hungry Jacks?
the newer one, Carl's
Carl's
Jr.
around the
yeah.
corner.
Carl's Jr. Shake.
There's one just closest to where you...
Yeah. Carl's Jr. Shake. That is me. I could have them any day of the week. There you go.
Interesting.
Carl's Jr. that day,
I
didn't
did. I was slightly in the box and had Carl's Jr. on the way home.
What is that like Macca's but not?
It's just the
It's
vibe.
literally just the gourmet Maccas.
Constitution.
Gourmet
it's the
Maccas.
vibe.
Yeah, gourmet Macca's
That's it.
with better shakes.
Very good. Thank you for answering all those.
So,
Quick safety update. So obviously yesterday, for those who didn't hear or for those who didn't see my comments on Facebook in reply to half of Adelaide.
Are
Yeah,
you
there
allowed
was
on there?
Yeah, I haven't been banned for a while. Accident at the border of Norton Summit, the second to last corner. From what allegedly, car along the wrong side of the road. Cyclist coming down and, obviously cyclists had nowhere to go. So resulting in a young 34-year-old, I think he was, who's in a pretty bad way in hospital. So we send our thoughts out to both him, his family. Also, the driver. The driver was a young kid as well, 20-year-old. So, that's something he's got to live with for the rest of his life should,
That's
the
pretty
cyclist
heavy.
pass away or whatever it may be. So I'm sure he didn't do it on purpose, but everyone just needs to chill the fuck out and slow down.
Yeah.
Think about your move.
Yeah, like old mate on Wednesday.
Like it, like today, after leaving Vic Park, within a kilometre and a half, I had 3 cars abuse us for no apparent reason. Just riding, 4 of us, 2 abreast, just minding our own business.
The wing.
I'm not sure. I don't think they were fans, and I don't think they were listeners.
They didn't
But they will be now.
If they were, chill the fuck out.
They were trying to say Wang, but it was just maybe a different word.
Yeah.
Wang and
Something like that.
Wayne.
But yeah,
Something along the lines of pay Reggio, see you next Tuesday.
Yeah. EADC or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, something
caring,
like that.
understanding, nice type.
But yeah, if you are riding with your mates, just go take that extra second and just be careful. It's pretty heavy.
And also,
We all wanna get
from
home
our
safe.
side of it, we need to do the right thing as well. Don't be dicks. Don't be running red lights. Don't be riding like a dick on the road because it gives us all a bad reputation.
Yeah. And you can possibly get killed.
Correct.
Don't want that.
Yep.
Be safe.
Exactly. So let's jump right into it. The main reason why we exist is to see who's been spinning up the summit this week and check out the times for the folks who've been giving us a show. It might be the fast guys. It might be the slow ones. It might also just be everyone in between. But like we said, we're going to dive into their rides and data a little bit more robustly and then see who and what has caught my eyes on the leaderboard with some hand-picked times for some fun and analysis. And my God, guys, this week we
Spicy.
had some hectic wind, I think yesterday.
Some hectic
which has
winds.
how does anyone know how windy it was? Or was it
Very.
like 40 kilometers an
About
hour?
this much.
I don't know what direction, but crazy. And it's resulted in some
It was a
really,
westerly.
There's more sweet.
It has to be a
Westerly?
westerly.
really, really, really fast
About 30
times.
to 35k an hour.
So I think we'll start with the fastest man and woman for the week. So deck the balls.
What an honour. Because I'll certainly never make this honour roll. Actually, that wind, I thought about riding up there yesterday and then,
But you didn't.
no, I didn't. I didn't know. Yeah, I turned left.
Well, actually, on that, what is your Norton PB?
Actually, the Wang'd know more than
I
me.
meant to
Hang
ask
on.
you the car.
I think it's
Please hold,
16. No, it wouldn't be that far. Maybe 18, 16.
Well, how about while you read out the top
Yeah,
man
yeah.
and woman, we'll get
Yeah.
old mate
Yeah.
donut eater over here to
Right.
find the times.
We got some good times here. So, the fastest time
Yep.
was by Campag YOLO. Campag YOLO. His PR is 11:40.
Holy
That's pretty slick.
As my dad would say, holy snap and duck swaddle.
But on Saturday, he did 11:38.
Oh, is that a PB?
That is
That is a PB. So, Campag YOLO, we've named you.
Yeah.
Now, can he change already?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is
You
a new
can.
name.
This
isn't
is a
it?
new
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
So its first name's got to get a
His
PB.
first
again.
name, I guess you got to work out who you are. Campag
Yeah,
YOLO.
there's not many people
Is there
doing
any data
11s.
on that ride?
Data. Ooh, yes, there is.
What do we got for power?
Data. 386.
Yeah, he's only
386.
weighs fuck all.
Yeah.
Is he a lightweight?
Yeah, he's a lightweight. No heart rate though. Average speed of 28.
Oh my God.
Then
You do that downhill, Frankie?
No.
You did pretty well today, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you.
did pretty well.
what have we got next? We got a microscopic noodle bag.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He knows
This
who he
is amazing.
is.
So what's
This
this
is the
person's
fastest woman,
PB?
isn't it?
Yeah, the fastest woman.
Oh, that's the fastest woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well done. Microscopic noodle bag. 14:26.
That's her. That's,
Jesus.
hang on, that's her
Hang on.
PB.
That's her
What
PR.
is her new time?
Oh, what's that new?
14:19.
She got a
Hey.
In
PB.
a 75k ride.
So
gotta
microscopic
be
noodle bag. That means you
targeted.
can change your name because
you
she
wish.
listens to the podcast.
Okay.
So
Ping us.
send me a message.
Yeah.
Tell me if you
Slide
want to change
into
it.
Frankie's DMs.
Yeah.
Power on that one?
Yeah. 247 average power.
Okay.
175 BPM.
She's working.
Yeah, that's
Probably what, 30 kilos dripping wet too? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's easy there. With the
Oh, and you should also mention.
Sorry, I actually didn't mean that.
that was
I spoke to her on the Krusty's bunch, right? Jesus Christ. She's lovely. I got time for you, so well bloody done.
So she's also now top 5 women on the
All
Norton
time?
Summit or overall of all time for women. Top
Yeah,
five.
but she,
fifth.
Amazing.
Good
Fifth.
effort.
Good work.
does that
Right,
mean she
I'm
beats the
getting the hang of
banana?
this.
Big banana?
No, I don't reckon. I reckon Big Banana would be fourth or third, I reckon.
Yeah.
I like it when it's close like that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know, like,
had to.
like last week, we were like, there wasn't too many sexual innuendos.
I'm sorry.
And then you're straight on it. Literally.
I am on it.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, Mr. Audio Man.
All right, Kashi, I think you're... No,
No.
Alex is running through the women's times.
We haven't done the men's times yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
there?
who's doing the men?
Oh, you're doing the
Am I
men.
doing the men?
Sorry.
Oh, this is great.
I can't read.
Great. Rightio. Well, there's a time here that had a PR of 12:37.
Oof.
And the new PB is 11:39, so
Holy
1 second.
In it off of it
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Wow.
What's his handling name or code name?
Yeah, spaghetti slapper.
Spaghetti. What
Spaghetti
average waters do
slapper.
we got?
380 average power.
He's about 50 kilos ringing wet.
So what are we doing?
Oh,
The
no, he's
15?
66, 67,
No, don't
I
worry
reckon.
about the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're doing the fastest times.
Yeah.
No heart rate.
That's all right.
But the spaghetti slapper, he's very talented. So we'll see him.
He'd be a good 45 kilos, wouldn't he?
He's 66, I think.
okay.
67.
66.
Yeah.
Same age as
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That
And he'll beat that time again pretty soon,
Wow.
I reckon.
He's a freak. Yeah.
He's got a massive future in this sport.
He certainly does. Next, we got Vincent Van Stop.
Good kid
Van
too.
Stop. Favourite of yours?
Yeah, I like this.
Well, the PR was 13:09 and has gone 12:08.
and
That's
he,
massive.
He did that solo.
Really?
Whereas the other two, first and second, they did it together.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
It's a bit cute.
You know that.
Yes. Inside knowledge, after efforts as well. So he's got more in him. He's gunning.
433 average.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
he's gunning for a sub 12.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, the-
Oh, look what we have
The
next.
real
The
Chamoy.
Italian
Hey?
lager himself.
yeah.
He's not very talented today.
I mean, he didn't beat his PB, but 12:22. That's pretty slick.
Yeah.
Hey.
He only went out because of the other boys, and he thought it was a pretty favourable wind.
Ah,
so
righty, yeah.
I sent him a message, and I was like, "Oh, these boys have just done this time up." He's like, "All right, I'm going out."
Thought he could take another lap or
Yeah.
attempt to take a lap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But the wind had died down by the time he got there, so he was a bit upset.
So, who we actually speak? Listeners at home, who are we actually talking about here? What's who's the person we're talking about?
I said his name. Yeah. The real sham.
No, I
wow.
wasn't. Yeah. I was thinking about last night.
He's working as well, 170. That's up there with his heart rate.
393 average.
Yeah, he didn't crack the 400. It's
Nah,
pretty average.
Soft. Go back and do it again.
Back
Done.
and do it again, plays real Shamoy.
Thighs on the prize. He was next with the 12:30. And a PR of 12:38, so didn't quite crack. Oh, geez.
No, he did.
Did
Got it.
Did crack it.
Yes, he
Is
did.
that's a name change potential.
Yes.
Yes.
Lots of name
Oh,
changes.
Any
thighs on
PBs?
the prize.
When was that?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yep. No power. No heart rate.
I don't know why they're hiding.
Everyone's hiding it in the
Hiding
wind.
it.
I'm not angry. I'm
No
just
good.
disappointed.
What about this one? The chonk.
the chonk.
That's classic.
Another PB. Another PB.
Everyone was out yesterday, were they? In the wind.
13:19. Nah, PR's.
Not
12:52. Come on. Get your
I'll leave
spreadsheet
this
right.
up to Dex.
What do you mean? It's negative 3%.
Negative 3%.
That means
PB's
it's not
1252
PB.
and he done a 1319.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not a PB.
That's not a PB.
Fix your eyes.
Fix your spreadsheet.
13:18.
Cute.
Average power. Beautiful. Targeted? Not targeted.
117.
Where's some targeted here? Oh, the real Shamoy was really targeted. Wasn't
Yeah, he was.
48k.
Yeah. I wonder, well, today's ride was targeted, was 10 kilometres to find his car.
It's out the front of my house.
Exactly where we left it.
I let all the tyres down too. All right.
All right.
The women from just the fastest women overall. Okay.
Love
all
it.
right. Oh, a little while. Passion Fingers with a 15:28, which is a PB.
And look how much she bet it by.
She took 2 minutes off of her time.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Absolutely insane.
245 watts, 169 beats per minute. Second place, just shy of their PB with a 15:43, 101 kd, Queen Victoria,
Heh.
270 watts. That's working.
Wow.
Third place, aggressively undercooked with a 16:05, and their PB is a 16:03. I'd be pissed.
Look at the average heart rate.
Yeah, 190 beats
She
per
was
minute.
on chop yesterday, and she was in Group 2 with me.
No, you were in Group 2 with her.
I was in Group 2 with her.
Okay, because
And yeah, I don't normally go there. So she was one of the very few that chopped all day, and only one of 2 chicks who chopped all day. So
nice.
she would have been pretty cooked by the time she got to the
And
norms.
136k day. So
Yeah.
here's a targeted one for you. Deck the Halls. 27 kilometres
27k.
by breast end.
This,
Did a 2014.
she likes chicken. You know?
At 164
Guess
beats
it's better
per
than
minute.
donuts.
And lastly, Vegan Greens and Amphetamines is back with a 2026 part of a 43k day, 167 beats per minute. So a ways off of what she can do, which is a 15:54.
Very good.
Mm.
So we got a hand pick here.
Hand pick.
What do we got?
Oh, did you actually pick that? Did you, Frankie, for the name?
Yes, I
So
I was sitting in front of her on the table.
I know.
I was
did. Do you want to give the listeners
I was trying to think of like something like and for the listeners they will get this the Strava Warrior and something like Winnie Blues or something like that, but I couldn't really think of anything. So Frankie decided.
Frankie.
Yeah.
Thinking she'd come up with a better name.
Yeah. And all the boys, they had food in front of them. They were eating ciabatta cheese, sausages, and they had some condiments.
So with that, our hand pick and all round nice guy, we have mild American mustard with a 1419. He was huffing on that one. He was with an 80k ride. He's got average power of 363 and he average heart rate of 177. So well done, mild American mustard.
It wasn't a PB, but that was his second quickest time up north. So, and he's starting to get back into some form
Yeah.
again.
Very nice. Well, recap on the week.
Okay, thank you.
Well, what's coming up?
What is coming up this week? Cycling Adelaide. So a couple of weeks away, the Adelaide Hills Country Club, Turragola, 25th on both Turragola, 25th and 26th of Feb. 4 stages across 2 days. No, I'm not reading that. People know TT bikes are not allowed, which is why the Wang's not riding.
Alex has written TT bike not allowed, and with a smile, as my my daughter's mother would say.
It's a soft point with me, but it is a good race. In all seriousness, is one of probably the best races of the year. There's been a couple of
Didn't you
changes.
guys all get disqualified last year?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, but I would have won overall and 3 stages. But
Did you set a 20-minute power record?
yeah,
Not
last
last
week
year.
last week and a 30 minute. Yeah, good race. AMCC Wednesday night. So Adelaide Master Cycling Club Wednesday nights crits. It's Cat 2 and 3 this week. So
Teams, yep.
we get the week off.
Well, there's grade. You
there's
can race a grade.
grades,
There's- Come on.
There's no A
listeners.
Are you serious?
No, there's not actually.
We can make an A grade.
We can.
Well,
Well,
if we all turned up,
you all
I'm
turned
not-
up.
Yeah.
generally.
Maybe they'll race on the large circuit.
Yes,
Large
this is
course.
true.
I did
All
hear
I put it out
that
to all
could
you
be
masters. Yeah, if we want to get a
Yes,
little
there-
band of merry men
There was
together
a
and we can race A grade.
Norwood Club person there today scoping that out. See, maybe Nord might do that Tuesday night.
Ah.
All the infrastructure is gone off of Vic Park.
Did you test the wicket? The key out?
Nah, apparently there's a bit of damage on one of the corners they might have to just repair. But hopefully we're back on the larger track, and then there'll be no lapping of the real chamois when we go on the large track.
I think he'll still have a crack.
He will still have a crack, yeah. Oz Cycling SA, 18th and 19th of Feb. The Para and Master Track Championship, Superdrome.
And elite.
And Elite.
Really?
And junior, under 19. Yeah.
They didn't
might
put all that
borrow
on
a
the
track
entry box
bike.
for me.
When's is this next weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe, all right. Maybe we get out there.
Got a spare track bike around?
That's
I
what
might
do
I
have a
do,
track
Frankie.
bike.
You could go and have a look.
Sorry, what am I looking at?
The velodrome.
The track cycling. Track.
That might be a vibe, actually.
And
Do you
then,
reckon we could do a live podcast from the track? Not on it, but like on the side.
yeah, there's plenty of places you can do it easily.
She's like, cool story, Dad.
Yeah. And then Tuesday night crits, 14th of Feb, Valentine's Day. I know where I'd rather be. I'd rather be racing than home.
Why are you looking at me?
God, if you do not buy your wife flowers, I'm gonna kill you.
Alex and me are going out. We've got a date.
We all know that the Wang has a gentle side at home, and
Yes,
we
that-
all know this.
Yes.
Just
He
chooses
was
to
gentle
not.
with me.
Yeah, I don't know. Just get it straight in there.
Oh my god.
Wham,
My
bam,
God.
thank you, man. And then we have Southern Coast Cycling Wednesday the 15th, Friday the 17th, track training and carnival at Edwardstown.
Edwardstown.
Is that
Velodrome.
is any of those the any woman, any bike?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
That was last week.
Okay. Love it. Sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and all creatures in between. So if you've enjoyed yourself, why don't you give us a follow through your favourite podcast app and access all our episodes through YouTube as well. Please subscribe. Hit the bell icon. And don't forget to tell all your friends and share it with everyone.
Yes, we're also all over the socials. We give you updates, info, and let you know when new episodes are out, along with other podcast news and information. And if you want to support the podcast, head to our Buy Me a Coffee page. And if you donate, we'll give you a shout out on the podcast the following week.
Sweet. And we'd love to know your feedback and what you reckon.
Positive only.
So hit us up and let's have a chat through our Facebook or Instagram page, or shoot something through to our email, radelaidesummit@gmail.com.
And with that, be safe, be seen.
See you out in the summit.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao. Ciao. Bye. Bye. Ciao. Bye. Bye. Ciao. 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 Bye. Bye.